'cause you made me stronger. And yeah, I know I'm a mess, but you can see through that.
Well, if you know anything about sports fans in Philadelphia, it's that nothing is going to stop them from cheering for their Eagles as we welcome you to what we expect to be a rainy day here at the Link in South Philadelphia. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. First run of the game for Javonte Williams. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker,
yeah.
That is in the dictionary right there.
There it is. Second down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Well, he was happy to take a back seat in favor of getting the win last week, Brock, but we all know receivers, right? I think he'd like a few more catches in this one.
Yeah, books have been written about certain receivers that want their touches. And when you produce, you're going to get more touches.
Motion a receiver left. Motion man sent left. Prescott now to throw on third down. Escapes the pocket. That's Pickens with a catch outright. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3, and that's going to give the Cowboys a first down. Motioning left is their running back. To throw, Prescott. Completes it again to Pickens. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is good for a Cowboy first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Dak to the air here. Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. He's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Prescott will look to throw. To the end zone, and this is going to be reeled in. Touchdown, Cowboys! Javonte Williams capping a 7-play scoring drive. Aubrey gets the point after to go. And they jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys 7, Eagles 0. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Jaden Reed to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jaden Reed on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And they're all the way across midfield before he was brought down. That play good for 17 on a first down. Fed him on back-to-back plays, Brock, and he's got them moving now on this opening series.
Yeah, he's not needed any time at all to find his groove and settle in. This should set the table for the rest of the day.
First down, and they go right back to it. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Made by Bobby Okereke. A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the Cowboys.
It's Hurts throwing on second. Chased out to his right. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And out of bounds he goes after a gain of 8. It is third down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
It's Pacheco on third. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Kenny Clark
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 1. It's fourth down and less than a yard.
Hurts now on fourth. Forced out to his right. He's going for it himself. And that has them the first. They get 6 on fourth down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First down, a run with Barkley. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And his gate is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Barkley the back on a first down. And he's been busy to start this one. Last play is 4th carry already. Working inside the red zone. And he's got it. It's in close. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley scoring there to end an 8-play drive. Elliott's with the extra points. They answer in kind. We're tied 7-all. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Turpin with a return. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting. Taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Point after is up and good from Aubrey. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
14, Eagles 7. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the run back of the 27.
Devontae Smith off the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Pressure closing in. They're going to get him back at the 20. Kenny Clark. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, God bless the Ted Washingtons, Casey Hamptons, Vince Wilforks, all them run stuffers back in the day. But the D-tackles of today, you not only have to stuff the run, you have to eat up the pass, too. And that D-tackle just got it done.
On 2nd down, here's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Saquon Barkley. An 11-yard pickup leads to 3rd and 6.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration and forces 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. That can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. On 4th down, Hurts. It's this to Waddle over the middle. And how about that? A big play to convert on 4th down. 13 yards. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
It's caught left side by Hill. And out of bounds he goes after picking up close to 8 yards there. So 2nd and short coming up.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Working on 2nd down. Hurts. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. This is caught inside the 15. Some improvising leads to a huge gain. And that will set up 1st and goal.
That's so good, Kate. That is just such good quarterbacking 101 right there. He escapes the pocket. He keeps his eyes down the field, and because of it, well, he found an explosive.
From the red zone on 1st. And this one's going to end up incomplete. Just too tough to hang on through that contact. It's going to make it 2nd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Only a yard on that pickup, but it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 9.
1 yard on the play.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
And he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. And not only does that play lose a ton of yardage, it's now 4th and goal.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo. What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Straight ahead with Williams. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Number 33, Javonte Williams, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the
2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Another run for Williams. They get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that's going to give Dallas the first down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. Defense all over this one.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
47-yard line.
2nd down coming from Prescott. And they will take him down. They've got him back to the 41. First sack of the game after they had 3 in their victory last week.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well.
Prescott is hit. He lost the football. And the Eagles get to it. And he will take it back for the Philadelphia touchdown. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
That one right down the middle. Lead now up to a field goal. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Israel Abanikanda on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that's going to give the Cowboys a 1st down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Here's Dak. Into the hands of Flanoy. Complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down here for Dak. And that last completion, Brock, putting him over 1,500 yards for the season. First down, here's Dak. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Now Dak to throw. To the outside. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And this is going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. If you get 2, it's almost a certainty.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. So as this drive begins, rain starting to fall. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers out front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down. Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. Kobe Durant has it. And the Cowboys get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Prescott set to pass. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there, a lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
From the red zone now. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
And they send their back in motion right. On 2nd down, Dak. Brought in. And there it is. Touchdown, Dallas. George Pickens. That is number 30 in his NFL career. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Back to throw, Hurts. And the hit's going to separate him from that football. Incomplete. Not surprising to find a defender in the area there over the middle challenging that one, partner. It's 2nd down. Hurts to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas.
Bobby Okereke. Touchdown, Cowboys.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it's going to bounce out of the end zone, so bring it back out to the 20 on that touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Hurts back to the air after the pick. That's reeled in by Jayden Reed. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Get in there for the stop, but give him about 9 on the play. And that is good for an Eagles first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
That's complete to Reed out left. And outbounds he goes, so give them about half of what they needed. That's going to bring up second down.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw as you're about to get smacked.
It's Hurts throwing on second. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That is the spark that they needed. 31 yards. Hurts is set, 1st and 10. And he's moved past that interception nicely. Now 4 for 5 passing on this series. He's going to throw it again. Look at that power, deep left side. Sends this one to and through the end zones, and that's incomplete. That's going to bring up second down. Well, you hear it in every sport, Brock. Do it until they prove to you that you can't do it anymore, so they try it again right there.
Call it till they stop it, and I love it.
Second down, Hurts. And he can't find the connection on second down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Forced out to his right. This finds its target. That's Hill. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Cowboys' 4-yard line.
Working on second down. Hurts. On the move, headed right. Trying to get back to the line, but he's going to be just short. They got to him first. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. And that looks to be the last of the rain, hopefully. The weather finally cooperating. It's 3rd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's being chased, and they get him right near the line. Here's Williams again. And that takes him back to the 7. It's 4th and goal.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eli Stowers. His first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it?
There's just some players that have that knack. Just timing-wise, Kate, right? They know the moment. And he sure picked a heck of a moment to find the end zone for the first time in his career.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it's going to bounce out of the end zone, so bring it back out to the 20 on that touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They kick the running back in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down. Well, you taught me, Buck. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
3rd and just 2 to go. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. And he's got it in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Eli Stowers. He gets another here in the 4th. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's a 2-score game. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak out of the pistol. Flush down out to his left. Connects on the crosser. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. That is the spark that they needed. 30 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Working inside the red zone. That's low and bounces short of his man. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Chased out to his right. They won't have this one. Incomplete. Well, got him the first and goal on the prior play. Couldn't follow up with a score here, so now it's second and goal. Now here's Prescott. Pushing for the end zone. It lost the football. It's not loose. And the Birds got to it.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line. And then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
Going from his own end zone. It's a big strike to Hill. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 98, 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, I think they're over-aggressive, and the offense made a pay, in a big-time way.
That one splits the uprights. And that makes this a 3-possession game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Yet another highlight in a game with so many of them. 38 yards.
38 yards on the play. First down, Dallas.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to third down and 3. Go with Williams on the counter. And they're turned away on third and short. They might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up fourth down. Well, running was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started.
And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up for the first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So a rare win for them in coverage there, Brock. Haven't found a lot of success stopping the pass at all game, but they finally take one away there.
One of the rare opportunities today with this group.
And he's going to be brought down back at the 13-yard line. timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got one more snap coming up. Lining up for one final snap. One final shot here. And it's caught for the touchdown. No time left, so positive notes at the very end in this loss.
Touchdown, Dallas.
So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always emphasize effort on the field. Reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team.